Let's make a deal.
What kind of deal do you want to make?
A cop to a cop?
No!
Don't do that.
No! No!
I am really just begging you. I don't want to go to jail.
These were cases where the cops realized they destroyed their careers. Let's start with the cop who has an epic meltdown once he realizes he's headed to jail for murder.
No!
Don't do that.
No! No!
On May 11th, 2019, the Columbus Police Department received a disturbing 911 call reporting that William Bill Talley might have gotten into a deadly argument with his girlfriend. Talley, a Columbus police sergeant, is now about to be at the center of a crime that could destroy everything he stands for.
He told me that he thinks he killed her.
Okay. There's a dog in there. Yep, she's right there. Sorry to get mad.
The girlfriend, Kelly Levinson's body was found, but Talley, last seen driving her car, was missing. A crash report leads to his capture, but when the cops question him, he pretends to be completely unaware of the crime.
Can I ask what my charges are?
Yeah, right now you're charged with murder. You're charged with violation of oath of office, and you're charged
Who?
with
Who?
possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime.
Who? Who?
That's what we're hoping you can tell us. Maybe once we start talking about it a little bit.
It wasn't Becky, was it? Who was it, Kelly?
Well,
Was it a cop?
that's what we want you hoping you can tell us.
Talley is cooperative, but his bizarre questions hint at a desperate attempt to sound insane. The moment the cops mention the victim's name, Talley becomes hysterical.
Well, I can tell you who, if we can get started there. And it is Kelly.
No!
Don't do that.
No! No!
Tally, come on. Tally. Bill.
Realizing that crying might not work with the cops, Talley takes his insanity act a little further.
Here, let me get you some napkins. Bill. Bill, no. Stop, Bill. Relax. Bill, stop. Relax.
Who else took hurt?
Right now you're hurting yourself.
I don't care about me.
Well,
Who else got hurt?
there's no one
I
else.
keep hearing when people whisper. Or whispers.
You keep hearing whispers? Okay. Well, what whispering do you hear?
No, tell me the truth.
Okay. There's no one else hurt. Okay. Everybody else is okay.
Kelly's dead.
Yes. Bill, let's not do this.
Take me back to jail.
Take you back to jail.
Take me back to jail.
All right. Calm down. We'll take you back. Okay?
Although he doesn't talk to the police, they already have more than enough evidence to charge him with Kelly's murder. Talley eventually pleads guilty to felony murder, aggravated assault, and using a gun to commit a crime. He was sentenced to life in prison with parole after 30 years. In this next case, the cop realizes he's been caught driving drunk and asks the arresting officers to turn off their body cams.
No, I cannot, sir. Please. I know you're aware of our body cam policy. You know I cannot turn off this body cam.
On March 12, 2023, Sergeant Chris Skinner stops a swerving, speeding car, and Oklahoma PD Captain James Matthew French is behind the wheel. But what begins as a routine stop will take a shocking turn when this captain makes decisions that break nearly every rule in the book.
Stay in your vehicle. Get back in your car.
I'm
Drunk?
no, I'm the captain.
Huh?
Okay.
A what?
Captain.
Of what? The big. Don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car. You been drinking tonight?
I just got a ride.
You been drinking tonight, sir?
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
French starts off cooperating, but his desperation seeps through when he nervously asks Sergeant Skinner to turn off his body cam.
Please.
Huh? I'm not turning my camera off.
Okay.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle. How much you drink at your poker game?
Not much.
Not much? How much is not much?
I don't know.
Beer? Liquor? How
Beer.
many beers?
3 or 4.
You think you should drive it?
No, but I came from 4 blocks.
Despite French's pleas, the sergeant refuses to turn off his camera and asks him to take a sobriety test. But his performance makes one thing certain. The sergeant needs to arrest him for DUI.
6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, go ahead and turn around for me. Put your hands behind your back.
Are you gonna arrest me, sir?
Yes, I am.
Can I talk to you?
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back, sir.
French was booked on charges of driving under the influence of alcohol and failure to signal intention to turn. He was placed on administrative leave. In this next case, the cop realizes his career is in jeopardy and seeks a cop-to-cop deal.
Let's make a deal. Okay?
What kind of deal do you want to make?
A cop to a cop?
On November 13th, 2016, Deputy Zachary Morrison spots a pickup truck swerving dangerously off the road. The driver, off-duty Lieutenant Brian Filipiak, appears drunk, and in the moments that follow next, makes even bigger mistakes that ultimately seal his fate.
Can I see your license? Registration proof. Okay. You got your ID? Department ID? And your driver's license. The reason why I'm stopping you is we got multiple reckless driving calls about you. Okay. And then when I'm following you, you're hitting the shoulder of the road. You been drinking? How many? Okay. What were you reaching in the back for? I seen you reaching in the back. You have an open container back there?
I did, yeah.
Okay. You been drinking on the way here?
Just going.
You got your registration, proof of insurance? Do you have a firearm on you? Okay.
Well,
Do you got your pistol? Are you a corrections officer or just deputy? Lieutenant? Okay. Alright, just take it right back to you.
The officer decides to conduct field sobriety tests, but Filipiak isn't willing to do so. Instead, he will ask the officer to do something he knows is illegal.
Brian, I'm going to have you step out of the car when I'll do field sobriety test for you. I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle. What would you like me to do?
just let me go.
I can't. I had multiple phone calls. You'd be in the same situation if I was in the vehicle in your county, correct?
I don't know, but
I've got multiple 911 calls about a reckless driver, plate and all matches, almost hitting vehicles. I get behind you. You hit the shoulder of the road twice.
All right, just let me stay here. Okay?
You can't. I'm going to ask you nicely to step out of this vehicle. Brian, my hands are tied. If I let you go, I'm going to lose my career over you.
The officers attempt to drag Filipiak out, but he continues to resist until they threaten him with a taser.
Out of this vehicle now.
No, be it.
Out of this vehicle
No,
now.
don't touch me.
Brian, out of this vehicle
No,
now.
Don't touch me.
Let's step out.
No,
You know
don't touch
this.
me.
Out of this vehicle.
No.
Out of this vehicle. Out.
Brian, go.
No, hold on, guys.
Brian.
One more time.
Step out of the vehicle.
No,
Brian.
one more time.
Step
okay?
out
You're
of the
going to
vehicle.
get a taser.
No, one
Step
more
out
time.
of the vehicle.
Can we talk about it?
Step out of the
17, step it up.
No, we talk about it. Guys,
Step out of the vehicle! You're getting a taser. Back up.
No.
Taser right now if you don't get out.
Make it work, okay?
Out! Right now!
Out of the car at last, Filipiak still refuses to be arrested and instead asks for a cop-to-cop deal.
Sorry.
If you're not going to do field sobriety test, turn around, place your hands over your back, you're under arrest.
No, I'm not. All right, so let's make a deal.
Oh.
Okay?
What kind of deal do you want to make?
A cop to a cop? That's what the deal's about.
A cop to a cop. Why are you putting me in that situation?
Why are you putting me in that situation?
I didn't drink.
Filipiak was arrested and found to have a blood alcohol level of 0.28 and 0.27%, which was more than 3 times the legal limit for driving. He was charged with misdemeanor operating while intoxicated, but pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of operating while intoxicated. He was sentenced to 1 year of probation and relieved of his title and position as a lieutenant. In the next case, this cop begs desperately when he realizes his career is over.
I am really just begging you. I don't want to go to jail.
On July 4th, 2022, Eustis Police responded to 911 calls about a police cruiser driving erratically. To their shock, the driver is fellow officer Oscar Mayorga from Apopka PD. What they discover will not only end the officer's career, but leave a stain on his badge that can never be erased.
What's going on, man?
I got my seizures might act up right now.
Okay. Do you need EMS?
No.
Here, let's just lean against my car real quick, all right?
Right here. It may get a little hot and smell the car. All right.
What time did you get off work today, man?
Huh?
What time did you get off work?
6:30.
6:30? What have you been doing?
I got the foot pursuit.
You got to a foot pursuit? What time?
4.
What?
3, 4 a.m.
4 a.m.? You work night shift?
Yeah. 8:30 at night to 2:30 in the morning.
Are you heading to work? Or where are you going? Yeah.
It is clear Oscar is highly intoxicated, yet he blames his situation on being prone to seizures, but his story falls flat once the officers discover an open beer can between his seats.
Do you smell anything?
Yeah. And there's
What do you smell? Okay, I'm just making sure.
He moved the beer can because when I got there, hold on. He moved it, put it in between the seat. So I looked in there, I saw it, so I grabbed it, and it's a 7.5% alcohol, some kind of ale.
When they probe further, they discover something even more shocking. Oscar was popping pills right before his shift.
Sir, did you do anything to celebrate today, man?
No, sir.
No? Listen, man. It's better to be honest. In our profession,
I took a lot of Benadryl. I took 3 Benadryls.
you took 3 Benadryls? What time?
Maybe less than 2 hours ago.
2 hours ago?
You're going into work. Why would you take Benadryl, man? You know Benadryls make people sleepy.
I was trying to go to sleep.
You miss your shift?
Are you scheduled to work today?
Yeah.
You see where we're coming from, man? You're not making any sense.
No, I do. No, I do.
Okay, man.
Oscar's reckless behavior leaves his colleagues no choice but to arrest him.
It might be better for you to take your vest off. Already disarmed you.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Oscar. Can I call you Oscar?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and take your belt off? Yeah, we'll take everything and everything will be in your car. Do you have your keys to your car too?
They're in the cars. Go grab the key.
I am really just begging you. I don't want to go to jail.
Listen.
Well, hey, we're gonna detain you and we're gonna figure it out, okay?
Oscar was detained and taken to the Eustis Police Department, where a breath test revealed a blood alcohol level of .391, which was nearly 5 times the legal limit. He was then transported to Lake County Jail, cited for driving under the influence, and initially placed on paid leave before being suspended without pay. In the next case, this cop is stunned by the realization that one reckless gamble has ended his career.
Much lost my life, lost my career, and
on May 12, 2019, an Arkansas State Police trooper pulls over a driver after he notices the vehicle swerve almost entirely off the road. It is bad enough that the drunk driver, Michael Kyle Dinn, is a chief deputy, but what follows would bring his career to an embarrassing halt.
Hello. Hey. I'm Trooper Valentine, Arkansas State Police. Stopped because you look like you're having trouble controlling your vehicle. All right, what's going on?
A lot. I got
your arm? Okay, where is it? Huh? It's on your chest? Huh? Been drinking a little? Okay. All right. Can I see your driver's license? So where are you coming from?
Just over Missouri.
Okay. How much have you had to drink? Okay. Well, is your vehicle off? Turn it off for me. All right. Go ahead and step out with me, okay?
Dinn flashes his badge, hoping his title as a Newton County Chief Deputy will save him. But the officer's response makes it clear it won't.
So you're a deputy?
I'm the chief deputy.
You're the chief? Okay. Well, so you know better.
I've had some bad times.
Okay. Well, I understand that. But, I mean, you know we can't be out driving if we've been drinking.
Yeah.
And, you know, I caught you coming back onto the highway back there. You almost hit a sign and then followed you for a little while, and you touched the yellow line twice, touched the white line twice, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to do some tests on you. All right. You know how all this is going to go. If you are impaired, there's nothing I can do for you. Okay?
Okay.
Because it's not, it wasn't my choice, whatever you've done. And, you know, my job's going to be on the line just like yours is, okay?
When asked to take sobriety tests, Dinn switches to begging the officer to let him off.
Okay. I know it sucks. All right, but like I said, it's not my choice.
Can't give me a break, man.
You know I can. Absolutely can. It's on camera. I can't do anything about it. I've got family out here on this highway. I'm sure you do too. Okay.
Seriously.
I can't do that. I can't without testing you. Yes, sir. You know that I have no discretion when it comes to DWIs. No, it's not. We've got cameras. We've got everything else. It's not like it used to be. I do wish I could help you out, but I don't. I do not have that discretion.
Okay.
So, you want to take a chance? We can either, like I said, we can see where you're at, or you can go to jail, not have any further evidence. You know, it's up to you.
Dinn refuses the sobriety tests and instead chooses to go to jail.
No. I guess I'll just go to jail.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I do not want to do this to another law enforcement officer. I've always heard about it happening, never wanted it to happen to me, okay? But like I said, there's nothing I can do about it. Right? You understand that?
No, I
It's
do
not on me.
understand. I know it's not on you.
Okay. If you were some other guy out here, you know, driving around suspended, you know, no job, whatever, I'd be doing the same thing.
Much lost my life, lost my career, and probably lost my life.
Dan was eventually taken into Boone County Jail on suspicion of driving while intoxicated, but records show he was released a few hours after posting a $1,400 bond and placed on paid leave. Later that week, he resigned from his position. In our final case, this cop breaks down after realizing he made a mistake that could end his career.
It's okay. Just have a seat. Just have a seat.
In October 2017, Baldwin County Deputy Charles Gillis and other officers respond to a 911 call about 18-year-old Jamel Jackson, accused of hitting his mother. However, this routine arrest will quickly turn into a nightmare for Gillis, putting his badge and reputation on the line.
Put your hands up, man. Get. Come on, man.
Move out, move, taser! Taser!
Hey. Oh my God! What? God dang it! He shot him.
Gillis mistook his gun for a taser and shot Jackson in the arm. Once he realizes his mistake, he gets visibly emotional.
It's okay. Just have a seat. Just have a seat.
Jackson was later taken to a hospital and eventually arrested for battery, family violence, and obstruction of a law enforcement officer. Gillis, on the other hand, was initially placed on paid administrative leave, but was later fired, even though an independent investigation by the Georgia Bureau of Investigation determined there was no evidence of criminal intent or negligence.